has survived her two separate no-confidence votes in the European Parliament today, highlighting political tensions but leaving her leadership intact. The first motion, brought by the far-right Patriots, received 179 votes, while a second from the left gained 133 votes, both well below the 361 needed to unseat her in the 720-member chamber. Von der Leyen has, reacting to the news, thanked the European Parliament for its strong support. Although the votes posed no real risk to her position, they exposed unease within her own pro-European coalition. Critics from the left and center accuse von der Leyen and her center-right European People's Party of cozying up to far-right forces and diluting key environmental policies. Von der Leyen has also faced a similar challenge from the far-right in July, which she likewise survived. Now, for this discussion, we are joined by Professor Andrew Latham. He's a professor of international relations, joins us live from Minneapolis. Thank you very much, Professor Andrew, for joining us again. Good to see you. Professor, now given that Ursula von der Leyen has survived two no-confidence votes, but the votes themselves revealed something, what do you think that this reflects?
Well, at one level, it reflects that the centrists have come together to support their person in office. She's faced challenges both from the left and the right in recent hours, but also in recent months. But I think there's another way of reading this, which is that this is pushback against what I at least perceive to be her attempt to engage in bureaucratic empire building. She's really asserting herself with respect to the Ukraine war, with European defense, green issues, et cetera, and I think many people, both within the European Parliament and beyond, think she's overstepping a little bit. And so it's this kind of pushback is not terribly surprising. Not fatal for her politically, but she's certainly wounded, I think, politically.
And how do you think her leadership or reputation will be moving forward about this growing division within European coalition?
Well, she's an adept and astute politician, so she's going to look at coalition building, still maintaining her base, as it were, which is centrist. As I said, she came under attack from both the left and the right in recent times. But I think, too, reaching out to some of the more malleable elements of the left and the right. If she can expand her coalition, she can build that out a little bit, then she's going to be much more secure. Even from the sort of political damage that she suffered, even though it hasn't hurt her in terms of institutional power, she still can do what she can do. So that's what I see, that she will be trimming her sails, as it were, so that she will be more appealing to more people on the left and the right and consolidate her centrist coalition.
And critics from the left and center have accused her of aligning too closely with far-right forces and compromising on key environmental policies. How do you think she will respond to these criticisms?
Well, I think that was her reaction to her coming under attack from the right in recent months. I think she's reached out to try to consolidate that element of her coalition, expand her coalition in that direction. Unfortunately, if you give something to the right, then you're going to take flack from the left and the center, and I think that's what we've seen here. So she's already trying to expand that coalition. The extent to which it can be expanded, I think, is up for question, and I think we're seeing a kind of normal reaction on the part of the left to her attempt to build better relations with the right.
And given the EU's ongoing commitment to promoting global peace and cooperation, how should European Union stay united?
Well, I think they should focus on, first of all, the key things that they are called upon to do under the EU constitution. Defense and security issues aren't really part of that. That has fallen to NATO historically. Focusing on trade, focusing on certain elements of culture within Europe. European Union officials tend to think of themselves as a player on the world stage, as a great power, as it were, and I think that's slightly overblown. They're not in the same league as the United States or Russia or China or India. For one thing, it's not a country, it's a federation of countries. But I'm not sure that players around the world take European Union policy pronouncements all that seriously.
Right. With that, I would like to thank Professor Andrew for joining us and sharing that insight. Thank you. Please stay with us as we come back to you for our next discussion as well. Now, at the